What's going on, everyone? It's DSP, and it is now Sunday, October 17th, I want to say. Jeez, time flies, man. Anyway, it's the morning of Sunday, October 17th. I am actually on the way out the door to go pick up Kirby's Epic Yarn from my local GameStop. But I just wanted to review with everyone a couple things. First of all, today is going to be a trade-in day. I have quite a few games here that I'm trading in today, and as you see, primarily they are all PS Move games. TV Superstars, I know I have 9 parts up right now on the DSP Gaming channel, and they are fucking hilarious, so if you haven't seen them yet, go check them out. John and I had a shitload of fun playing that game, but the bottom line is we actually played that game for about 3 hours, and within 3 hours, I had completely beaten the game. Like, I unlocked almost everything. Gotten all the gold trophies and everything, so there's really no more playability to that game. Now, not all that footage is up, but if there's ever a downtime, I actually did edit all that footage last night while I was uploading Comic Jumper, so if there's ever downtime, I will be putting that footage up. As for all the other games, I mean, you've pretty much seen all of these. I didn't beat Aragorn's Quest, but honestly, the game is so repetitive and so much of just the same hack and slash bullshit that there's really no reason to beat the game. I mean, if you played Lord of the Rings, you know what the story is going to end at like. Racket Sports, to be completely honest, I never even put up a video of it, and the reason is the game is not worthy of it. It's a pure Wii port, and the game is god-awful. It's like the most god-awful, basic thing. Every single sport is the same. Ping pong, badminton, tennis, like they're all the same sport. So it's not worth picking up unless you have little kids who want to play those kind of games. And then, of course, at the bottom there you see Medal of Honor. And as you know, I thought the campaign was good, but at the same time, I thought that the multiplayer was awful. We'll talk a little bit more about that tomorrow when I do my first Hateful Truth, which will be a weekly recap of all the games that I played over the past week, and I give all the games my reviews. But anyway, these games are being traded in today, so please do not ask for any more footage of these games. And hopefully I'll be getting a lot of credit for these, and I'll be able to get Kirby's Epic Yarn for free, and maybe even get some more credit on my card, which I'll be able to use towards other games, especially Fallout 3 New Vegas, which is coming out this week, and Vanquish as well. There's a cool thing that they're doing now at GameStop that they've never done before, but I'm kind of glad that they're starting it, because there are a lot of other places like Best Buy have been doing this. But basically, they have this new promotion called the Power Up promotion. I'm sorry, because this is a silver card. There you go. I was going to say, it's a silver card. You can't really see it. It's called the Power Up Club, and if you do, it's the same price that their old Edge card used to cost, which was $15. And if you pay $15 a year, what happens is every time that you buy games, you get points. Every time that you trade in games, you get points. Every time that you buy a used game, you get points. Basically, everything you do there, you get points. And as these points accumulate, you can either get swag, you know what I mean, like a wallet, or some junk that probably it's cool collectible, but it's not really a big deal. But you can also get gift cards, and let me tell you, I've been part of the Best Buy Reward Zone Club for several years, and I get lots of their gift certificates to get stuff for free there. It's definitely worth it. So especially for me, over the next 2 months, I'm going to be spending quite a bit of money at GameStop on games. Well, this is going to be very worth it for me. So anyone who plays a lot of games, trades in a lot of games, I recommend joining this club. Now keep in mind, this just started, like it's brand new in my area. I don't know how long it's been going on in other areas, but it's brand new here. So I don't know, I can't give you any feedback on it yet, but all I can say is it seems like a good idea, and if it works out the way that they're saying it's going to work out, then I'll be happy with it. One last note before I take off. A lot of people have contacted me overnight and said, Phil, did you hear the news that Machinima's Respawn channel, which is actually the channel I've talked about that Machinima wanted to sign me to earlier this year, it got shut down on YouTube. It's gone, and when you try to go to the page, it says this channel has been terminated due to either repeated infractions or such a serious infraction that they couldn't leave the channel open anymore. Now, there's a lot of speculation as to what happened there. First of all, please stop sending me messages like, Phil, you won the war, Machinima's gone. There's no war between me and Machinima, alright? There never was. There was a situation which I discussed. It's over with. There's no war between me and Hutch. It doesn't exist. You're all fabricating this nonsense, so please stop. But I think it's extremely interesting that even one of the major channels on YouTube can get shut down, especially since Machinima had been touting the fact that, oh, we work with the companies, we get permission and all of this. And I'm trying to figure out what exactly could shut down a channel like that. Now, the rumor is that someone basically got a copy of Call of Duty Black Ops early, which is illegal. They broke Street Date. Now, there's a couple ways you can do that, okay? There could have been, literally, a store could have gotten a shipment of the game super early, which I don't believe. I don't think any stores have copies of the games right now. So I don't think that's what happened. What also could have happened is it could be that one of the copies given to gaming media, so for example, maybe someone who works for IGN.com or someone who works for GameSpot.com, they got this review copy of the game, so they're supposed to play it and review the game so that next month when the game comes out, the review's already out in magazines. Well, this happens all the time. Sometimes those copies get stolen or leaked. And so you end up with a copy that's either downloadable on the internet or a physical copy that's being lent around to different gamers, which isn't supposed to be being lent around. The only other scenario could be that the game was just basically stolen, which I have no idea if that's the case. But anyway, someone basically is saying, well, not someone, but a lot of people are saying they saw Call of Duty Black Ops gameplay footage, not trailers, but actual gameplay footage on Machinima Respawn, and that it was actually Treyarch who went ahead and put the copyright strike against that channel and said, listen, that game is not released yet. It does not, it's way before Street Date. We're not talking a week. We're talking, it's 1, 2, 3, almost 4 weeks, almost a full month before that game's supposed to be out. We don't want anyone showing off the footage yet. And so they basically put a massive strike against Machinima Respawn and got them shut down. This is pure speculation. I have no clue if this is the truth. But the bottom line is this. I've talked about this last year, and I want to bring it up again. I've had opportunities where people have offered to give me copies of games early. In fact, last year with Modern Warfare 2, a fan who worked at a game store in New York actually contacted me and said, Phil, we just got our copies. I'll sneak one out to you. You got to pay me for it, but I'll sneak a copy out to you early, and you can play the game early, and you'll be the exclusive person to get the campaign online first. And I've declined. And the reason I declined is because a lot of people, I know there's controversy about this, but in my mind, it is absolutely wrong to try to get a copy of a game like that ahead of time and make video footage of it. It's just not right. I mean, it's not fair game, and you should not be putting out any video footage of anything until the Street Date, unless it's officially sponsored by the game maker. So, if Capcom has a copy of Marvel vs. Capcom 3 at the New York Comic Convention and everyone's playing it and people take footage of it, that's different. In this case, this was not sponsored by Treyarch or Activision, and therefore whatever video footage was on Machinima Respawn is actually considered as illegal. And a lot of people say, oh, Street Dates aren't legal rulings on things. Street Dates don't have any legal standing. Well, let me put it to you this way. Do you think that if a movie theater put out a movie 2 months early because they wanted to get the drop on everyone else and make extra money, that they wouldn't be legally liable? Absolutely, they'd be legally liable. In fact, they'd probably be sued, fined, and they probably wouldn't get movies from that movie studio anymore. So it's the same deal with video games. If you see a store that's selling a game early, they are violating the law. It's that simple. And that's why when you get video footage like this on YouTube early, you have potential to be shut down. And it's not just me, it's even the big boys. So that's why if you ever see, gee, Phil, can you do this early? Well, no, especially if it's an international game. Like, let's say a game comes out in the UK a week before the US. Sorry, I'm not going to try to get the game early. I'm not going to try to break Street Date. I'm being safe. I'm doing what's right. And so you'll see my game playthroughs at the same time as everyone else's. Only mine will be better because I'm better than everyone else. So I'm just kidding. But anyway, yes I am. But anyway, that's it for now. I'm heading off to trade in these games. That was just my commentary. It's a shame because someone like Machinima is so big. Hopefully they get their channel back. And that's that. Alright, this is DSP. I'm heading off to get Kirby. See you later.